So, hi. I don't know if I am live. It says I am, but not absolutely sure. So, not really convinced on the camera angle either. I've changed things up a little bit.
I got £70 off their complete starter kit.
Hang on.
What's in the box?
I've got.
Get 3 spring cleaning
That might be me.
including the customer favourite.
Maybe. No, it's not.
3
Right. Didn't need that, did we? If I put that down there we go. That's that. It was just some video that started up. So I found my glasses, guys. Look at that. I've been looking for these. I lost them and I now have them. Got a bit of a backache. Wondering if the cushion I've put here is making it worse. But I decided to combine a yarn of the week with going live. So I figured, everyone can watch replays, and I didn't bring all of the yarn I intended to put in it either. So at first I was just going to do this yarn. Aha, that's where that went. I'll keep that on the floor for when I do that. So pop that over there, and I don't know what's happened here. Need to excuse me a minute. Where are we? There we go. So yeah, I'm just going to wait for a few people to come in. I lost my phone. I found it so I can see if there's chat. Excuse the hair, bit of a bad hair day. I'm not really bothering with it until I do it pretty soon. I'm going to be going away, so I don't want anyone knowing about it. Okay, so my son might ring. Let me just tell him then, on a live at Mo, what time? Okay. Are we on silent? That's another thing. Yes, don't want my music playing when if I get a call. So go on there and find live stream. Here we are. That's not it. That is. So here I am. Oh, what did I do? Got rid of the chat. I liked it though. So hi Jeannie, you're at work and watching. Terry and Karen Jeffries, hi. And Paula Kowalska, hi. And Dodo, hey everyone. And Donna, hello. Hi. Hi. How are you guys? Good, I hope. So this is what I've done. But my back's not enjoying me today. I've taken some painkillers, but it's this bit at the side here. So I won't dive straight in and show the yarn straight away, because obviously we need to give people time to come in, and it's not masses of yarn anyway, so it's mostly just a live. So hello, how are you guys and what are you doing? I've been we went out earlier just to town, and we went and got a few little things like t-shirts and stuff like that, mainly because we're going away for a few days, and even though they're not snazzy or the best, they're ones for going out for the day and stuff like that. I'm going to take this off because it's a bit tight, but it's just in case my hair annoyed me so much that I wanted to put it back. Maybe it is the cushion. I don't think it is. I think it is definitely something that I have done to my back. But I'm not sure what it was, to be honest. I haven't really lifted anything today or been too strenuous. I'd ordered a pack, but that was all out in the yarn van. Looked like I could use some powder or a blot. bit shiny. Oh, hello. Wait a minute. We've got someone else come in. Hello, Marissa. You received your happy mail from me today. Oh, thank you. Well, you mean your order, or was it happy mail? I think it was your order, and I put little extras in. Yeah, that's and Tracy, hi. Good evening. How are you? How are you? So good to sort of see you all. Gary said, why don't you do a live? Because I was just about to sit down and do my chat video. And I thought about it, and I thought, you know what? I could do, couldn't I? I haven't done one for a little while. And every time I do a live, I say the same words. I'm going to do some more of these, you know. And then I don't get to do them, do I? I kind of just, time goes by and I don't. And I should do. So, yeah. Keep an eye on the chat. Make sure I'm not ignoring anyone. So what have you guys been up to? We went, where did we go? We had to go and get like a little spin in the supermarket for a few things. And hi, Bridget from Canada. Welcome in. Don't forget the thummies, guys. I nearly forgot to say it. So I've got one of my recording t-shirts on. It's the I don't always mana, but when I do. I love this t-shirt. I really do. It's only one of my recording ones. I don't know why I've got several. Most of them have yarn on, but this one didn't. It just had animal, but I liked it. So I don't know why it's a recording shirt, but it is. I don't tend to wear it any other time. But anyway, so yeah, we went out. We had to go to the supermarket, but we also did a few. Something. What else was it? We went out for something, but we ended up going to a sports shop and getting some t-shirts and stuff. But yeah, we didn't go to sort of masses of shops. We went out for breakfast. That was it. How did I forget that? We went out for breakfast. Almost got a parking ticket. See, the parking ticket was a warning rather than a ticket. They put it on and it did say warning, and it says you've been clocked here parking without a ticket, but the ticket machine is broken. And I'm not being funny, but doing those tickets on the phone isn't easy. And once I did it, and even though I put in the right code from the car park, it said that I was parked in Maidstone, and I almost got a ticket. And so I went out to see the guy, and I went, look, you can quite clearly see I'm not in Maidstone, am I? And I bought a ticket. So that was a fiasco. Didn't have to pay a ticket, but that was the code. It must have been a glitch in the system. So I don't have any faith in those. And what if you haven't got a phone, or if you haven't got any internet? How are you going to do it? So I just think, you know, they can't really give you a ticket. But they decided to put these ticket machines in a few car parks. And in these areas, there are just a few businesses, like one's a boat trip, and the other one, there's a pharmacy and a cafe and a chip shop. So there's nothing there on a pub. So it's not like a town or anything, you know. It's not like one of those busy towns where you might go and do your banking and go to a few shops and stuff like that. There's nothing. But they've started putting these car parks in where you've got to pay. And it was there for a day, and someone vandalized it. So it was like so many people have got like axes to grind that they shouldn't be doing it, that they decided to I don't remember what they did. I think they just poured paint in it and completely gummed it up, so you couldn't see anything anyway. It was either that or kind of battery acid or something, but it was completely destroyed. So there's a big thing around it saying out of order. But the fact that they're there is out of order, really. But it's not. And there's such rip-offs with their car parks as well. Like I was saying the other day about the cinema. If we go to the cinema, you can buy 1 hour, 2 hours, or 4 hours. Knowing that you need 3, they make you have to buy 4. There's no 3 hours. It's just so wrong. It's disgusting, to be honest with you. Anyway, cheers, because this is getting a little cold. And I forgot to bring my water in, so it's all I have. So yeah. So how are you guys? What have you been doing? Have you been shopping or crocheting? What have you been doing with your day? I made a little whip along. I think I'm competing with myself for for viewers, which, you know, is not the wisest decision I've made, but I figured people can watch the replay if they can't go and come and watch me live, because the trouble is I don't plan. You know, I never schedule and I don't plan it. I just do it. And I noticed that there was others live, and so I probably didn't choose the right slot either, but never mind. I do this, and we just have to see what happens. But it's a yarn of the week anyway, and that I will explain. Hi Sharon. Just popping in quickly before you have a sleep. Well, you know, I'll try to be quiet then. So yeah, the yarn of the week normally is a video, and I'll do the yarn of the week, and then I will reduce the price of the yarn that I'm doing yarn of the week in my shop, hobbybox.co.uk. And I do ship worldwide. It's weight based, so the lighter the package, the smaller the cost. All tariffs are included. So I usually drop it, and with the yarn of the week, the prices can go back up again. I'm also doing some last chance yarns, and the last one I did, I dropped the price so low that I have 4 balls left now. And it was the Stylecraft Chromatic, and there is kind of 1 ball of each of 4 different ones, and there's only a couple of sock yarns left as well that I put in it, funny feets, but the Bellissima Bambino stripes, and the other ones that I have done, the King Cole Beaches is only $1.99. The Tropical Beaches is more, but it is a bigger ball, and it's a bit of a superior yarn really. But those are all still in this sale, because I've coined a new phrase. When I drop the price of the last chance yarn, they stay that price because they're low till they go, and that's it. I will keep that price, and they will be until they're gone, making way for new stuff. And I just need the space in the Yarnavan. But this one is a yarn that will be ongoing. I will not stop selling it. That's the other thing with the last chance yarns. The chances are they might not come back again. There could be one that does, but they're reduced to clear, low till they go. That's the sentiment. But these are just yarn of the week. We'll drop it for a week or so. Some of them stay longer if I forget to put the price back up, or some of them will stay at that price, but they are kind of just a small yarn of the week. So the one that I've decided to do this time round is the Picasso by Ice Yarns, and I don't have a lot of some of these colors now. I've got a feeling this one's pretty low, which is the good one. There you go. Job's a good one. So this one, I believe, is just lilac silver. And glasses. Time for glasses. And these donuts are particularly hard to read without breaking them. So it's 44% acrylic, 56 polyester. So there's no wool in this. It's just very, very soft. It's got has got a little fluff. Oh, yeah, it's gone up my nose already. It's a 4-weight Aran, 30-degree wash. And this is the lilac silver with a dash of pink. Very, very pretty. Very pretty, that one. So that is that one. I'll pop it down there. And we have, now this one didn't, what stitch I use on my whip? The whip along The one that I did recently was the reverse blanket stitch. I'm not sure if it's popped up yet. It was one of the stitch tutorials, the last ones I did. It might be popping up very soon, or it has popped up, so I can't really remember. So this one is the blue. It's got blue and mint and a bit of silver, and I think that's the name of it, you know, mint, blue and mint colors. So when I first had this in my shop, the picture wasn't so great, and it is more subtle than it kind of comes up. That blue sometimes photographs really bright, but it's kind of more of a subtle kind of color combo. So we have these at the moment, these two. Now I don't know how much I'm going to put them down at. I haven't done that bit yet, but I will. And then there's this one, and this one I don't have much of either. I love this one. It is lilac and pink. So why does this keep asking me to share my referral link? What's my referral link? New to streaming? Looking to level up? Check out StreamYard and get $10 discount. Now I've got to share my referral link. Go on then. Yeah. Anyway, lilac and pink, and it's got 2 shades of pink in that, and it has, whoopsie, a lovely sheen. Look at that. Look how shiny that is. So this is that one. Also in there. Right, just need a bit of a, I don't know why it says show it. I did it and now it's hid it again. Crazy. Or did I? It's showing on there. They just want to plug themselves, don't they? Push themselves. Okay, got to finish it. It's getting cold. So, what other colours do we have? This is the new rainbow colours. Remember they had one called Rainbow, then they had Rainbow Colours. Well, this one is the new one, and it replaced Rainbow Colours. It's still all the same colours, but it has a bit of a quicker colour change to it. And it also has a richer kind of orange in there. Very pretty. I've used it in some of my latest tutorials. So mostly, if I've used this one, it has been on the Year of Granny Squares, the more recent Year of Granny Squares tutorials. And I've just finished week 52. So yeah, week 52. So now I'm starting a year of crochet motifs. And so yeah, that's this one. A lot of this. I have a lot in my shop. So lots and lots of quantity of this one. So the year of motifs, that will be squares, circles, hexagons, shapes of all sorts. So if I wanted to make a heart shape coaster or a paw print shape, which I have done already. So any of those can be part of Year of Motifs. If you want to make an angel or something. So it can be a square though. So there will be some more squares coming. So this is the new rainbow colours, but I think it's just called Rainbow. There's so many that they've done that are rainbow and called Rainbow, which is really ridiculous. But you can quite clearly see it. Oh, I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I did to you. What did I do? Hang on. Nice view of the ceiling, guys. Hello. We're back-ish. Right, we'll go round. There we go. I have to plug in as well. So that was not according to plan. I put my pack of yarn this way, this way, this way, a bit more this way, and down. I have to remember to go up to go down. Got to plug in. Oh, it's told me it didn't have any charge, and then it did. So yeah, sorry about that. Deliberate mistake. Who we got now? Wee! Like, sounds like something I'd say. Wee! Definitely. Now, this is the first original, and I don't have much of it, rainbow. And the rainbow colours, I do have some of, right there behind my head. But it's mine. But this is rainbow. And this one is the original rainbow. It's darker. And, well, it's very, very pretty. I've done quite a lot of tutorials with this as well. And this one, especially in the Year of Granny Squares, I used them a lot. So as you can see, there is a difference in the rainbows. And they had another one as well, which was mostly green. And I didn't want to get that one. But these are rainbow, the new rainbow colours, which is called rainbow pink, orange or something. And turquoise, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. They got too many the same colour. Too many. They're giving different names. But then I have this one. You like the dark one better? When I first got rainbow colours, everybody wanted rainbow colours. Nobody wanted this one. And now people seem to like this one, which is weird. I don't understand how people change, don't they? It's just the way, yeah. They are all pretty though, aren't they? They're all pretty, this one though. Oh, I don't have a lot. Now, I was going to get a lot. Mustn't touch that. Get away from the lead. I was going to get a bit more of this than I did. But you wait till you see this one. Look at that. This is mine, obviously. It's got no yarn label. It is called Purple Shades. There it is with its donut intact. Purple Shades. That shine is just stunning. It is. Now, I also have, you love pink. When you say pink, do you mean this one? Or just the rainbow that's got pink in it? Like this one. So when what was I going to say? Oh, I was going to bring some Rockstar in, and I totally forgot to bring Rockstar. But I do have that as well, and it's a solid colour. So you can kind of combine, like there's some pinky kind of gold, and there's some bronzy colours that you can kind of put with these. I don't have all of the colours in it. You know what it's like with Picasso? It goes out of stock for ages, and I mean forever. And then all of a sudden they have stock, and then it goes out of stock forever. It's really, really hard to get, and it's hard to get quantity when you want it. You know, that's the thing. But I love this one. I ordered this one specifically for me to try it and then maybe get some if I wanted to. So when I come back from my trip, going on a trip, and we're going at the end of the week. We're going to Scandinavia, Gary and myself. We're going to Denmark and Sweden. And when we come back, I might, see what they've got. I do need to get some more Firefly. I was out of stock of the blue one, because that blue one, I had a pack of it for myself, Dragonfly. And I went out of stock of it, so I put some in. I put all it in. And I shouldn't have, because it's mine. This was my favourite rainbow one. I absolutely loved this. And this is Universe. And I used this ages ago. It's beautiful. It's one of my favourites. It is more expensive, but it's 100 gram ball, whereas those ones are all 50. It is an Aran weight the same. I'm just looking. This one has wool in it, though, whereas the others don't. This has 19% wool, 11% acrylic, and 70% polyamide. So it's really, really soft, but this one does contain wool. So the one that is quite a lot like this, the Firefly, doesn't have any wool. That's why it's very, 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 very popular. But this one is Universe, and I shall pop that in my yarn of the week as well. So hello, Gwen. You didn't see it, did you? But yes, I have some Picasso. But that one is like Picasso. In fact, when I first bought this, I was just a consumer, same as you guys, and I wanted to cover a stall. If you, those of you who've been with me from the beginning, know that I started and I've almost finished it, and it was just a buffet type stall with legs, and I made a cover for it from this and Rockstar because they are identical, and so is this. They are all the same yarn. I don't understand. Well, I say they are. This has got that fluffiness, whereas this one you can see is strands, but you can mix and match it quite nicely. It's not fluffy like the other one. It's more strandy. Try and find a strand, but it is a bit difficult. There we are. Look, you can see it's not quite the same as this one, which you can see has a fluffy kind of vibe. You see that fluff? I don't know if it helps. You need a darker background, but you can probably see it against my t-shirt arm, which has now disappeared. Like this one's more fluffy, but they're the same weight. You know, they're all 4-weight errands. So the Rockstar, the Universe, and the Picasso, you can mix and match them. I must finish my store. I know. I often look at it. At the moment, my big box of what's the name of that yarn that I bought? Big Twist. Oh my goodness. Nothing prepared me for the size of the balls. I thought I'd get this little pack of yarn arrive, and instead I had this giant box with these yarn balls bigger than my head. Seriously. So I thought, where am I going to put this? I know, out in the yarn van. So that box is sitting on my stall, but I do need to finish that stall. I really, really do. So, yep, I'll just go through them again. We have the new rainbow colours. It's not called rainbow colours. It's called rainbow pink, orange, turquoise, whatever it says. But it is the newer rainbow colours. And then we've got rainbow. These are going to be yarn of the week. I haven't priced them yet, but they are quite low. They're lower than everywhere else sells them, but I will drop the price a little bit. And this is the mint and blue, and it's not as bright, that blue, as it looks. It is more subtle, and you can see it's got kind of white tinges that sort of lighten it up. I love that one. We've got this one, which is the purple shades, lilac shades, something like that. Purple shades. Then we've got the lilac one. I'm not going to knock my camera fly in this time. It was I put something down on the lead, and then that just yanked it out of, well, existence. Did I show all of those now? I think I have. And then I think that's it. I think we're up to date with them all. So yeah, that's kind of all of the yarns that I'm going to put in. No, it's not. I'm going to put the Rockstar in it as well, but I just didn't bring them in, which is silly. But I have one that is really, really pale. It's called something like salmon, but it's really not. It's cream, like a pearly. And then there's one that's slightly darker, which is the one that's in my stall alongside this one. And that one is kind of a golden. It really does make this pop, though. It goes together really nicely. And then there is one that's even like a little bit darker, more of a tan type color. And then there is a brown, which looks bronze. I have a kind of a gold, which is black and gold. And I've got a black and silver. It actually has got purple in it, but it looks black. And then I have one that is, what's the last one? Just silver, I think. But they're all lovely. I just forgot to bring them in, really. But I do have a bit more ice yarn. I have the Magic Glitz, but I don't have much of that left now, really. A few packs. You only get 4 in a pack of those. And likewise, when you buy a pack of the Universe, you get 4 in a pack. Weird, really, because in the UK, pack sizes are usually 10, with the exception of King Cole, who's still working old imperial kind of ways, and their pack size is 12. Weirdly, they've never gone metric. They've always kept it as 12. So if I buy, a lot of people say, oh, I don't really stock King Cole because they're more expensive. And I say, yeah, but you get 12 in a pack. You've got to remember that. Packs are more, but you get 12 in a pack. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess you do. And plus, if you held up, or if you had King Cole in this hand and Stylecraft in this hand, you'll know the difference in those yarns, because King Cole yarn is the softest of all of them, and it's really, really good. But yeah, it's a bit more premium, I think. But they're very good yarns. But a lot of the ones in my sale, well, they're just across the board, really. So don't forget, if you are looking, you can find all of the ones that I've done in my Last Chance yarns are in the clearance section of my website, or sale. These are not. These are, they might go in there, but they won't stay. Well, they might stay, but they won't. The price that I dropped them to might not stay. I've got to kind of figure out what I can do with my yarn of the week. I don't always, I've never done a live stream yarn of the week before. I've only ever really done that as a video. So, you know, I might do a video of it as well, because I know it won't reach all of the people that it normally does. So, yeah, guys, what have you been up to? Have you had a good day? So, Sharon, we're going to sleep soon. Is that because you have a shift, or because you've done a shift? So, it's been a lovely day. I sat out in the deck today. I actually got, well, I got a big stiff brush, and I got rid of all the cobwebs because they were taking over. And I've got this egg chair, and I like to get all the cobwebs off of every little segment, because I cannot bear the idea of sitting there with a spider. So I kind of brushed it all down, and whenever you got like a bit of the decking in a corner, I'd make sure there was no spider webs. So I completely cleared it, went and got my cushion for my chair, which I'm going to cover this year, I think. I say it every year, but I really think it needs it now. So I put my cushion on, and I sat out there. It was so warm, and I drank my tea while Gary was working. He's been making a wall out in the garden. So if you've seen my outside videos, I will do another one, but it's a bit of a mess right now, because he put a membrane down to keep the weeds at bay, but it looks like just concrete, because where he's been using his cement mixer there, it just looks that way. But and he's made a wall around the flower bed and a wall around that little section, and we're going to deck that. I've seen some really lovely kind of paving in a pattern that I would like to do, but it's a lot of money just to do that tiny little square, and you know, keep spending so much on that garden anyway. But it is it's coming along, and he was out there doing that, and I don't want him to overdo it and hurt himself, because we're going away. It's all you need, isn't it, to hurt yourself? Why is that flashing? I don't know. So what's that? Raining and thunder. Oh no, I think it must have are you off? Are you, Sharon? Okay, have a great sleep. I will finish that stall though. Raining and thunder. Well, I don't know if it's what it's going to be like. I think we've got kind of nice weather tomorrow as well. I have to go and have my eye checked tomorrow, because I've had this bump on my eye for months. I mean, months. And I finally went to the opticians, and they had a good look, and gave me a welfare check, and said it wasn't cancer. I didn't have any problems behind my eyes or anything like that. It's a chalazion, or I think some places call it a chalazion. So that's what it is. And I've been using this wipes called Care or something. Been using that, and what's the other thing? Oh, drops as well, and heat, and it's just done nothing. I know in the end I'm probably going to have to go under the knife to get rid of it, and I don't really fancy it. I keep getting all these leads. Oh, hang on. I think I might need my glasses to read these. I don't know why. Probably because I keep... Whenever I use that heat thing, I couldn't see afterwards. Freedom to do whatever I want or want to order. I am retired since last March 27th. Feel great. Millions of ideas and projects in the head and too little time. Isn't it the way? I mean, I look back now. I had quite a big job when I was at work. I worked for the ambulance service, and I had, if you can hear clashing, that's Gary now cooking. I did 12-hour shifts, so I had a rota, and I was in the control room. I was a dispatcher, and for years I was on the response desk, and I worked days, and then I decided to become a dispatcher, and I worked shifts, so days and nights, but they were 12-hour shifts, and the rota was grueling, and I did that for 13 years all told, exactly more or less to the day that I left is when I started, so it's a real 13-year stint. And if I look back at that now, how did I ever have the time to work? I don't know, because it just, I don't know where my time goes between, you know, working in my shop and on my website, and then doing my videos and making content and making tutorials, things to make, doing the washing and the cooking when Gary's at work. I've never got 5 minutes, and that's why it was such a rarity for me to actually say I sat outside on the decking. I can remember when I used to, you know, when I had my cancer operation, I spent a lot of time out there convalescing, and I used to have a lot of time to do it all. Just sit out the garden or plant things and, you know, go shopping. I used to get in the car and go shopping. Where did I ever have the time for any of that stuff, to actually plan a meal and cook something different rather than just something I know I can do quick? I have no idea. But I mean, there's even more I have to do now, because I used to have the Royal Mail come to collect all my parcels when I had orders. And I liked that because they used to bring the labels and everything. But now they charge for collecting per item. And I just think, no, you know, that the actual cost of sending it is enough without paying them to pick it up when they're coming here anyway. So I'll take it to the post office. And so that's quite a lot of trips. And I'm out and about. So, you know, whereas I could just maybe wait for the postman. But then again, you see, waiting for the postman meant you couldn't get on with anything. So it's no different from taking it, really, I suppose. At least I can work around that a bit, I suppose, a bit easier than sitting there thinking, he's a bit late. Where is he? I can't start this because he'll arrive. But if I've got a big cumbersome one, I will still get them to come collect. But if it was so much per collection, then that would be different. But they charge you per item, and I'm not prepared to pay it anymore. I did for a while, but I'm not anymore. So yeah, I have that to do as well now. Go out, and at least it gets me out and in the car, because otherwise I hadn't been using it. Oh, I definitely need the glasses. I don't know why. Maybe I think the light's gone a bit. Have no fear about your eyes. Can you asked to be sleeping while getting surgery. I went through cataract removal not long ago. I didn't want to be awake for that. I've had my eyes lasered. When I was 30 something, I was working for the ambulance service, and I used to get big old faxes given to me, and it would say, big old letters, can vehicle 118 go to make ready. There'd be a list of them. Can you please send these vehicles to make ready, which is where Gary works. So next time that crew become available, I would say, oh, you need to go to make ready to them. So I'd have my headset, talk to my crews in the hospitals that they were going to and all that stuff, police, maybe, whoever I needed to talk to, all on computer screens and touch screen. And I have my glasses on like this and a headset on. And after about an hour into my shift, I'd feel like the weight of the universe was pressing on my head and my eyes, and I would just feel so weighed down and achy-eyed and tired by it. And everybody was having laser eye surgery at work, and they were going to Blue Water, which is a big shopping centre. And I thought, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go do it. The reason being, one day they gave me a memo, all right? And I looked at it. I couldn't see it. And I thought, why can't I read the memo? Got my glasses on, got my headset on, and I couldn't see the memo. And so I took my glasses off and I could read it. And I thought, this is now, I'd got to the age where the muscles in your eyes starting to go. So you're going to need reading glasses soon. That means varifocals or bifocals or something. And I thought, oh, I'm not messing about like this. I'll just go and have it done. So I booked it up, and then I went, and I was a little nervous, but it didn't hurt or anything. It was just gritty afterwards and annoying. But I didn't, I'm kind of amazed that I had the guts to do it, to be honest with you. But I did. I went and did that. But it's because this chalazion is here, and they'd have to kind of pull that down and fiddle about with it. So the thing that I find more terrifying is a numbing injection. The whole idea of that fills me with dread. I mean, I had one in my tongue once when they did the surgery for cancer. That was the worst. And they were going to do, there was something they were going to do. That was it. Test to see if I needed lymph nodes removed or not by doing something or other. I can't remember what it was, but my gag reflex was so strong that I couldn't have the injection right at the back. Every time they tried to do that, it was like a dye or something. I couldn't do it. And as soon as they went anywhere near it, I was, I couldn't do it. So when I did have kind of the biopsy, the injection was so much worse than anything else. And that's the thing, and I can remember Gemma, that was Michael's first wife. She had to have injection in her eye, and several, and the thought of it was just no. I can't. I don't want that. And so that's the thing that frightens me more than anything is injections to numb the area so that they can fiddle about with it. So I'd want to go in and be put to sleep for sure, because I'm a wuss. I really am. Hi, Mariana, welcome in. Have I got anyone else that I haven't said hello to? No, I don't think so. Jenny, hi. It's been a while since I've been on. So glad to have made it here today. I did miss the yarn. I will be able to easily find on your website. What name should I look for? Well, that's okay, because there's not a massive of it. I will go through it again. So, don't have to run away if you've seen it, because, just babble away as well. So basically, the yarn of the week, it's not like one of the last chance yarns, which are dropped in price really low until they go. Incidentally, if you want to find those, they are in the sale part of my website, which is hobbyrocks.co.uk. Now, this possibly can find its way into the sale part of the website too. Haven't put the final price in yet, like the lower price. The yarn of the week, I drop it and then I put it back up sometimes. Other times I forget and I just don't bother. But I drop it and then it might change again. The others, the last chance yarns, are priced to go, low till they go. And the last one I did was the chromatic. I've got 4 balls left of that now, one of each of 4 different ones, and that's all. But and I've got a couple of sock yarns that I put in, but there are still the King Cole ones are still there. There's 4. No, there's might be 4. We're talking about. There's the tropical beaches, but the beaches is only $1.99 now. I dropped it. I put the price wrong. So that's priced to go. The Bellissima, Bambino, there's others. They're all still there, and those prices will stay as they are if I've done them as a last chance yarn. But yarn of the week is dropped, and then it might go on. Now, the difference being these ones will keep in stock. Maybe not all of the colours or varieties, because you know what they're like. They're not always good at restocking in the manufacturers and stuff, but it's not ones I'm phasing out. But the ones that are last chance yarns, they're going to go. But there is a chance I might bring something back at some point, but probably not, to be honest. Okay, so the ones that are in this one are Ice Yarn Picasso. Hi Jennifer, welcome. I don't know if I always said hello to you or not. I think I might have done. I'm repeating myself. So there's this one, which is mint and blue. Now the blue is a bit brighter looking than it really is. It's way more subtle than it looks. It always does photograph brighter. Then we've got the lilac and silver with a hint of pink. Not many left of this one. No, this one. I looked at the screen and I thought, shake the right hand, but of course it's not. It's this one. It's just that I've mirrored it. So that's those 2. That's them. Then there's this one, which I love. This one, it is lilac and pink. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't know if I've got much of that either. Then we've got this one, which was one of the newer ones, which was purple shades. This is beautiful, this one, and it is very, very sheeny. Sheeny is a word. I made it up. Then we've got the normal rainbow, which I don't have much of because it's kind of a lot of it's mine now. I used to have loads of it in my own stash, but I started selling out and I put it in and put it in and put it in. Oh, well, thank you so much, Mariana, to gift a membership. That is such a sweet thing to do. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Really do. Ah, thank you. And then we've got this one, which is the Picasso replacement of Picasso Rainbow. So the Picasso Rainbow was, this is a quicker colour change than the old one, but the colours are very similar. A little bit more orange there, they're coming in, whereas the other one was just very yellow. But that's the original rainbow. I've got a little bit. I've got tons of this one. Tons. And then I have Rockstar, but I didn't bring it in, and I should have done. But I have also got some Universe, and I will. Oh, you got the gifted membership. Well, that's cool. Yeah, that's lovely. Thank you, Mario. That's really nice. Really, really nice of you. And I saw, and you've been a member for 14 months. I did see another little green thing pop up earlier, but I missed it. 14 months. Oh, it's so nice. It is lovely. It does work up so well. I mean, I've used it a lot in the Year of Granny Squares. I mean, I don't know if you've seen my Year of Granny Squares, but I have used all of them. Well, say all of them. I used definitely used this one, and I've used this one and the old rainbow colours. I never quite got round to using these, but I'm doing a year of motifs now, and motifs include squares, hexagons. Did I show you them all? I just feel like I flew through them. Obviously, you know, they are not going anywhere. I'm going to keep these in stock. So when I can, because they're not very good at keeping stock, which is when this one first came out, or when the Firefly first came out, the King Cole Firefly, it reminded me so much of this, but it's darker. The colours are way more subtle, but it is cheaper than this, because obviously this is imported, whereas that comes from King Cole. It's not a cheap yarn, but it is cheaper than this. And I have got stock of all of the colours at this precise moment in time of Firefly. It's beautiful. It's got no wool content. This has wool. Picasso doesn't. I don't know about the Rockstar because I forgot to bring it in. But I don't have every colour of Rockstar. I have quite a lot of Rockstar yarns, but not all of them. But they are beautiful. I love them. I've used them so many times. Love that second one. I've always wanted to try ice yarns. Maybe today is the day. It is beautiful, really is. I mean, I love the colours of this one. You know, they're just so, what's the word? They kind of remind me of candy, you know, tutti fruities, that kind of sweeties. Yeah, that is lovely of you, Mariana. That is really, really nice. Bless you. Bless your cotton socks. I mean, I go into, I've got a couple of live streams that I go into. One regularly. I was almost toying with the idea of stopping and not being a member. But I'm going to continue because I enjoy it so much. And it is, but they're nothing to do with crochet. They're nothing to do with yarn. They're to do with space. I know, Space Cadet. I don't mind admitting. And I found these guys when 3i Atlas was in our solar system. And one of them is Dobsonian Power, and his name's Tiago. And the reason, I'm only a cheapie member, but the only reason I like to be a member is on a Sunday. He does a members only live, and he will play music. And for the first 10 people who can put their music request in, get it played. And I kind of, the last 3 or 4 times I've managed to get my song played. So last night's song of my choice was Tom Petty, Free Fallin'. So we played that, but I've had Turn the Page by Metallica, and he always seemed to get a song played. So, but he's fun. He's a bit crazy. He's a bit like me. He is a bit out there. Bless him. I like him. And the other one is Ray's astrophotography. And he's an Indian guy, and he is lovely. Very calm, very soothing, and very knowledgeable about the cosmos and everything. Any comets, we look at comets, we look at the sun and all sorts of stuff. The coronal holes and the sort of when we're likely to see the auroras, everything. Really enjoy those channels. So those are the ones that I go into for live streaming, because it's different, you know. See, I think we all need something different in our lives sometimes, you know. And if your job, when you kind of like me, if your job is yarn and crochet, then maybe what you want to do is something outside of that sometimes, you know. And I very rarely catch anybody live anymore. I used to catch Granny D sometimes, and a few others, but I very rarely. I kind of found the other day I'd been gifted a membership of VJs, but I haven't seen anything on there. So where are we? You're excited to be a member? I love the Court Watch channels. What, like, you know, watching somebody what's it, like the courtroom stuff, like not like Judge Judy or what's his name? Right, don't know. Reiner, is it Judge Reiner? Rinder, Judge Rinder. He was our one. I like a good movie that's a courtroom drama. I must admit. You know, I like a good disaster as well. I love a good disaster. I love a sci-fi. Hey, Tracy. Welcome. Hello, Gary.
I'll be ready in about 10 minutes.
10 minutes to dinner. Okay. So I've got 10 minutes. 10 minutes left. Hello, Gary.
There's no one on there.
No, that you got to sit there. You're there. Look.
Have I got to look there?
No, you got to look there. And
Hello.
then you'll appear there.
Oh, that's weird, isn't it? I can't. You should see a picture.
I know. I do it differently now.
My woman.
Oh God! Not at all embarrassing, is he? Okay, hang on. Yeah, please. It's less noisy when you're clashing around in the kitchen. Where was we? Oh dear, how embarrassing. He is doing my dinner. You know, love him. Sorry, I did message you because you always say message me, but you obviously didn't see it. The Kelsey Fitzsimmons. Oh, trials, real ones. Oh, cool. I like that sort of thing, but we don't get many televised ones over here. So, yeah. Gary, yeah. Hello, Gary. Everybody say hello. Bless him. He is cute. He is. Oh, so, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't give anyone any notice. Yeah, it's just typical of me, isn't it? To go, oh, I thought he was bringing me tea. But no, he's telling me my dinner's ready in 10. Oh, it smells good. Do you know he's making tandoori chicken pieces? And he's got a sweet potato jacket. So like a sweet potato baked in its skin. We may have pousson with it because I don't think we've got much in the way of chicken and cheese and stuff on the potato, and a pousson of chicken which is flavored. I've got an itchy nose. It's all the yarn because I'll show you my whip over here. I don't want to like disrupt that again. Well, you know, for my people who just come in, I managed to put yarn on the lead and he went wee up to the sky. So this is my latest whip, and it is made with yarn art flowers, and I'm going to have to try and cake this because it's getting a bit floppy now. So this is it so far. I've gone through the blue section and we're then going through the lilac, and it's now becoming pinkish. So this is either a tutorial that I've done already or one that will be popping up soon. Let's do the blue because it's a bit washed out colour there. But it's not really, it just looks it in this light. But this is the reverse blanket. And when you kind of see tutorials for the reverse blanket stitch, they're bumpy on the outside. I don't know why people don't think, oh, let's see if I can work this out so it's not. But, you know, you've got like the bump on that side, but it's bumpy, was an uneven edge, which I'm not really keen on that. So I worked out stitch multiple and a way of getting straight edges on that. So that's what that was one of my tutorials. I don't know if it's up yet or coming up soon. I don't know, because I've made lots of videos for when I'm away. We go on the 24th. So that's another thing. When I price this up in my shop and it's the yarn of the week, I will be posting until the 24th. I'm going to put a pop-up on my website. I've asked Chris to make one, and it will go on the 23rd. But I will post out on my way to the docks. I'm going by ship. We're going on a cruise. So as we leave, I'm going to go detour to the post office, post off my last orders, and then as soon as we get back, I'll pack them and post them. So there will be it won't be a massive delay. I'm not being funny, but shops like Hobby, whatever you want to call it, Wool Warehouse, they take over a week to process orders, and maybe I've seen people wait up to 6 weeks for stuff. You'll never wait that long with me. I usually do it within like days. So the fact that I'm away for a few days shouldn't really make a great deal of difference. I think Amazon has made people want stuff yesterday, but a lot of companies are getting whinged about because they're taking a long time to process and arrive. I love the yarn art, but it's got wool in it. So I work on it, and then I give myself 2 days at least where I don't touch it because I'm allergic. And yeah, that one, it's not too bad, but I'm finding by doing that, working on it for an hour or so and leaving it, and I haven't got any reaction at all, so that's good. You're having sausages and mashed fried egg. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds so nice. Yeah, straight edges. I can't do bobbly edges. That's just not right. You like my hair? Hope you enjoy my trip. He's back. Is dinner ready?
It's still on there.
Yeah. Is it
my plan? I didn't know you want to share it.
Oh, okay. What's this? Is this your garden plan?
Yeah.
Gary has a garden plan. So what he's working on is the wall. I know, hang on, I know. I've got to send it myself. So this is like now kind of that rectangle that is a wall. So we've obviously got an opening at the front, and that's the flower border there at the back. You see where he's done the flowers, the bushes. So yeah, that is it. So that's going to be decking that bit in the middle, and then he's got
tulips and daffodils on the side.
I was gonna put tulips and daffodils, and that where we've got the like big row of, that's his country wall that is made of boulders. So that's what he's working on, and that middle bit is going to be decked. But we did see this really, really nice paved kind of, it was round and it had all these like really ornate pavings, and I really would like that in there, but it's round. So then you'd either, well, you could do flowers in the bit that's not round. Don't know really, but I'd like that, but it's like a lot of money. So plus you'd have to try and lay it, which might be hard. Looking forward to seeing it. Well, he said to me, you're going to film it? I said, I don't know, because I've got to try and end this. I've got to find a mouse. Oh, there it is. So I said, oh, I don't know. And he said, well, it's a bit messy at the minute. And it is. It's had cement mixer out today. So, yeah, it is a tad messy. But, you know, it's getting on with it. It's really looking nice. So let me just check I haven't missed anything before I go. So, yeah, give me about, I'll eat my dinner. And then when I come in to do my video, I'll sort out the prices of the ice yarn. And then, so if I'll say that I'll UK time, I'll probably have that sorted by about, at least by 7, 6:30 possibly. I'll do it before I do my video. And then that will all be done. It's cheaper than everywhere else right now, but I'll lower it a bit more. Been working on flowers as well. They're looking great, but it's snowing here. A few flakes. Can't believe it. I just planted them and now today is yucky. Wow. We haven't had any snow for years here. Anyway, guys, as you hear, my dinner is ready. I've been smelling it and it is gorgeous smelling. So I will see you guys hopefully on one of my whip-alongs or my chats or all of the videos that I'm going to be, well, I'm not going until the 24th, but all of those, I've made lots of videos. So yeah, you won't miss me. And plus I'll be making some on the trip for you to see all the things. So yeah, take care everyone. See you on the next one. Bye for now. Bye guys.